guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, we have got a new sort of like change or format here in Dokkan, right? So what I like to do with tier lists, I've started making these when like a new unit will come out, like let's say a DOKKANFEST TUR, right? Like I like to group those characters together. I think if you're going to evaluate DOKKANFEST Tech Pan, who was the last one to come out, you want to evaluate her against other units of the same sort of like classification, right? So DOKKANFEST Ginyu, Majin Vegeta, Goku and Gohan, AGL Cell, Raditz, right? Like those are the characters to compare to each other. But Dokkan with this new change, the new Carnival LR, Carnival Goku, changes things up a little bit. What I was planning on doing going into the celebration was, you know, I would do an update to my DOKKANFEST LR list. But Goku is a Carnival LR. He's not a DOKKANFEST LR. So I will sort of do a bit of a pump fake, and I'm just going to do top 10 LRs overall right now. I don't think I would say this is the top 10 units in the game overall, but it's probably going to be pretty close, essentially. Both Cooler and Goku, the, you know, two new LRs that have come out, are ridiculous beyond belief. They're utterly, ridiculously, stupidly broken characters. So let's just go ahead and jump in. Again, this is going to be top 10 LRs, so we're including EZAs, yellow coin LRs, red coin LRs, I guess, you know, green coin LRs, teal LRs, whatever you want to call Goku. They're all in here. So, number 10, we're actually going to do STR Kaioken Goku. Now, I really struggled with this one. Okay, so Cell Max dropped, and it's clear that, you know, they're going to continue like getting these enemies hitting harder, right? Now, when I'm talking about Cell Max too, I'm not even talking about his super attack damage, which is, you know, ungodly, right? 1.8 million. His normal attack damage is what, 550,000? I feel like LR Kaioken Goku is a bit more well suited to taking some of these hits from these tough bosses compared to the LR Super Saiyan 4s. Basically, what I'm doing here is I feel like with more time and with content continuing to get harder, I think I would slightly rate Kaioken Goku over the two Super Saiyan 4 EZAs. I think these guys I would have at 11. Super Saiyan 4, Goku and Vegeta. Active skills, links, they're just ridiculously powerful. So this was tough, right? Like I had a lot of trouble here. This guy's active skill can win you Battlefield and Super Battle Road runs single-handedly. Very strong. Key is very easy, right? The problem with him is his link set. He does have some good stuff, Saiyan Lineage, you know, Kamehameha, Legendary Power, but like no Fierce Battle hurts. Over no Flash does pretty much nothing most of the time, I feel like. But I don't know. I felt like this guy is very good. If we wanted to factor in leader skills, that's another advantage for the Super Saiyan 4s, but I feel comfortable putting Kaioken Goku right now at number 10. I do feel comfortable with that. Okay, so next up, I'm actually, some people might, you know, their eyes are bulging out of their skull. What? But I actually would get our boy LR Janemba in here. I think LR Janemba, he got exactly what he needed, right? He's fallen off a little bit compared to what his peak, like if Cooler came out, you know, at the end of, I don't, like let's just pretend that like Cooler is like a DOKKANFEST character that came out like last year or something like that. Like, you know, back before the enemies hit quite so hard, Janemba would have been even crazier. Janemba is still one of the best defensive units in the game. I mean, I'm thinking of my Janemba with full dodge, but this right here is so strong compared with a character that is guarding. This guy, you know, if you get any buffs of his passive up at all as a second or third attacker in a turn, very quickly, this guy can be rocking 400k plus defense with guard, with a great link set, right? Which, again, Cooler, we all agree Cooler is, like, unbelievable, probably most fun unit in the game. He's, like, 1, 2, or 3 best unit in the game. Like, Cooler's just so ridiculous. Guess who a perfect linking partner is with him to be able to sustain blows in slot 1 in difficult content? LR Janemba. I really like what LR Janemba is able to provide to the table. All the people who said LR Janemba was bad throughout the damn, I mean, he has been out for a year now. Y'all were wrong. You took the L. It's okay. Not a big deal. but Janemba's a god, right? Like, this guy's crazy. He is able to impact the fight in a major way. And so much of it is how well he links with Cooler, right? Big bad bosses, fierce battle, metamorphosis, legendary power, disgusting. So you're healing every single turn as well with metamorphosis. I love Janemba. I love where he's at. Using him on Cooler's team, I've actually found a couple of situations too where I've been able to utilize his active skill very effectively, right? It's not the greatest ever, but it could get you some extra damage. You could use this to bypass like I use this to bypass Omega's super attack, right? Just, activating Janemba's rage mode, doing some extra damage, and then again just bypassing, sidestepping Omega's super, right? Worked out really well. I like Janemba a lot. I think Janemba's terrifically good at this point. Next, we'd bring in LR, Goku, and Gohan. I think this unit is tremendous. Very, very powerful. For them to be at their best, though, you do want, like, All in the Family activated. There's specific units you'd want to use with this character. But the amount of damage that this character can do, their ridiculous active skill, right? The characters that have this right here as part of their active skill is insane. This is sort of like the one small gripe I would say about Cooler and Carnival Goku, is that their active skills don't have this guaranteed crit mechanic, which Goku and Gohan, 7th anniversary LRs, and LR Vegeta and Trunks all have, which is just so powerful. This is so strong, right? You have these active skill turns, you'll wipe out half of the health bar of one of these big time bosses. Red Zone Cooler, Red Zone Broly, Red Zone Omega, Cell Max. You could disintegrate these bosses with the damage from there. This character, if you're able to get a lot of orbs with them too, defensively they can be very high, right? This is a character that could double digit tank, right? Like Cell Max and stuff like that. This is a powerful character. I really, really like this Goku and Gohan. It's just, I wouldn't really say they've fallen off, just more so really powerful characters have since released, I guess is all I would say with them, right? That's it. Just really good characters have released since then. Next, now I would drop them a little bit in my list here. LR, Goku, Black, and Zamasu. Still ridiculously powerful, but the thing with them, it's not really that, like, I've changed my mind on this character. I feel like I think the same about them. But other characters that have jumped in front of them either have got a better condition, which we'll get to, or I've just been overly impressed by how well they've performed in other content the more I've used them. This character, while very good, right, the guard does wear off after 3 turns. Still a super good mechanic, though. Super Battle Road stages will be dominated by this character. Easy A, Battlefield, this character will dominate that content. Do not underrate the heal, which can be very effective, especially if you're running characters that could tank these big hits. But guess what? The team you're running them on with Fusion Zamasu, who's healing, Vegeta and Trunks, right? Like, who potentially could be healing if you're rocking them with, like, Majin Vegeta. They're able to heal a huge amount. And all these characters can survive these big supers from these big bosses, which makes the healing good. The problem with healing is if bosses will literally just insta-kill you, right? Get you 100% HP to 0 in a second, then healing does nothing for you. But if you have characters who could eat these hits, like, again, Vegeta and Trunks, Fusion Zamasu, then the healing is actually, like, very, very good, right? One other flaw of this character a bit is for their defense to be very solid, you do have to be keeping them on rotation, which certainly can be an issue. But you can go with this character and potentially Fusion Zamasu as a rotation, or, rock this character with, like, Vegeta and Trunks or something like that and perform well. I like this character a lot. They're easy 8. It's just that there's just stronger characters in front of them, right? Very powerful character. This is a character I couldn't ask for anymore. Judging by how they've made other easy A's, I can't, like, there's nothing. I think this unit's perfect, right? They were made so good. I've got nothing to criticize. They're super good, right? It's just, their guard wears off, but it's just not realistic to, like, want them to guard for longer than the first 3 turns, right? They don't really, like, guard too often unless it's, like, premium new DOKKANFEST, like, unit you're summoning for. Like Carnival Goku, right? They're like, yeah, we'll give him guard. Go summon on the Carnival banner, right? Have fun, right? They'll give it to him, but, like, Namek Goku ZZA, SCR Ultimate Gohan ZZA, this character, they're like, nah, man, y'all are not getting unconditional guard. Get out of here. But this character is strong. Insane. Look at this. June 20th, 2017. And this is where I think this character is. Like, just absolutely busted. Like, Kaioken Goku is an anniversary unit this year, right? Like, this was a huge Golden Week celebration this year. And I think that Goku, Black, and Zamasu are above. All right, next, I'd bring in LR Fusion Zamasu. Before, I think on a list, I had Goku, Black, and Zamasu ahead of Fusion Zamasu. But I do not know, man. I've gone into, like, Cell Max, right? And Fusion Zamasu has performed so well in there against the physical phase, the int phase. I think I used Fusion Zamasu against the full power Frieza Red Zone fight as well. I feel like Fusion Zamasu is just really strong. The way this guy's kit is designed, even if you don't have another Patara ally for the intro, even if you don't have potentially Big Bad Bosses activated, I think this guy is still crazy. I just wonder, like, if this guy gets, like, a 200% leader unit for him, who activates a lot of these links, like a Zamasu or something, this guy is going to be crazy. This would be ridiculous. Like, this guy with, like, if this guy just got what, like, Janemba got or something like that, or Golden Frieza, like, this guy would be so, like, I think this unit is really good. This guy is very, very strong. Good defensively with his damage reduction. Look at this passive, by the way. It's so hard for me to just point out the thing I'm talking about. Yeah, his damage reduction right here. And then he gets extra damage reduction, right? The guaranteed additional supers, and he's getting 50% on each super. Just a ridiculously busted unit. He's so stupid, right? And Super Battle Stages Battlefield, he's just debuffing every single turn. Really, really powerful character. I like him right there. Next, Golden Frieza. He now has a 200% leader skill, and he's not a perfect linking partner with Cooler, but he is a great linking partner with Cooler. I have been blown away at how crazy Golden Frieza is on Cooler's team. I have runs where Golden Frieza does better than Cooler, right? This unit is so stupid, and again, he's on Cooler's 200% leader skill. That's what Cooler's team is so crazy, because LR Janemba, LR Golden Frieza, and LR Cooler all under the 200% together. It's just devastating, right? This guy, I fought Red Zone Broly. This guy ate multiple super attacks from Red Zone Broly. Just ridiculous. Uber powerful character. Able to do just insane amounts of damage. What is it? If he gets hit? Yeah, he gets the attack and key when he gets hit. This guy is so dumb. I love this Golden Frieza. And this is a character that's going to be good forever in, like, Battlefield, Super Battle Road, Dokkan Battlefield type situations. You are going to be able to utilize this guy forever in that content. Just a ridiculously powerful character. This Golden Frieza, I am really thankful that they dropped him and then immediately gave him a perfect 200% team, right? This is the type of character that they fumbled in the past. Like, I mean, this guy has a great design. He's not like Super 17 with his shitty design, but, like, they did not fumble this guy whatsoever. They dropped him, ridiculously busted, uber powerful LR, and then they sucked his cock with a 200% leader skill right away. Beautiful. Well done. Amazing. I love this Golden Frieza is so good. He's so good. All right, next. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the LR Gods. I'm still keeping them in the same slot. You're not stopping me from doing that. Their kits are too similar. I would, however, now slide the gods in front. I think it's very safe to do that. But it's, for me, it's less about what they themselves do. The two units are too close in that, right? But I think the partner for the gods, Carnival LR Goku, he is 100 times better than the EZA LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, right? That's the difference. The linking partners with LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he doesn't have a slot 1 great linking partner for him that's hitting Saiyan Roar and GT and all these links that can go in slot 1 unless you have type advantage, right? Like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, if you're going up against an STR enemy, it'll work. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, if you're going up against a physical type enemy, it'll work, right? But that's the difference. Whereas the gods, they just sit in slot 2 and monster Carnival Goku is in slot 1. Defending for them. It's crazy. I do not believe that these characters have fallen off. I've seen concerns about that with global players, like, we just got them and now there's new content and they've fallen off. Nah, I think these guys are still as good as ever. I think the designs for very tight for them. The nullification, the, additionals, the huge increases they get, the extra abilities they get from Rainbow Orbs, damage reduction for Gogeta, and then the dodge for the gods. I think they're both ridiculously tremendous. It's just, I feel like the gods have gotten probably a lot more support. Yeah, Tech God Goku, the ROF Blues, right? Revive Carnival Goku, the Piccolo banner unit. Like, I feel like the gods have gotten a lot more help than LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has since their release, right? Because again, remember, this unit came out before Tech God Goku's EZA did. So I feel very comfortable putting them both at number 4. Now, here's the thing. The next 3, I think, are very close. I don't think I would put the 2 7th anniversary LRs in front of any of the top 3. But, like, at the same time, I don't, like, if someone is, like, got their hands around my neck, the gods are 2! It's like, all right, man, relax. Like, sure, whatever. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I am not putting them above 4. But, like, I could see it, right? Like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta counters and then triple supers. It's insane what he's able to do. But I do think these top 3 are on a different level. Now I've got Cooler next. Cooler at 3. Now, I don't know. I'm going to put Cooler at 3 right now. I think I probably will do an updated version of this. Right now, we're expecting, there is going to be another DOKKANFEST LR and another Carnival LR on the 16th. So a little bit more than 2 weeks from now. We're going to get another DOKKANFEST LR and another Carnival LR. When we get that, probably a couple of days afterwards, I'll do an update to this with those 2 new units. So maybe around like the 20th or so. This cooler might go up when that list comes out, right? Right now, I feel like, because cooler does more so sit in slot 2, whereas, like Carnival Goku, we'll just go ahead. Honestly, at this point, I feel like we could just fill in the rest of the units. Carnival Goku, I think, comes in at 2, and then, I mean, it's very obvious who's won. This unit is just, I don't know. Ridiculous. But cooler, right? Vegeta and Trunks and Goku are both slot 1 characters, right? Vegeta and Trunks and Goku can outright live a super attack from Cell Max. Cell Max does 1.8 million damage. So as an extreme type unit, against a superclass character would need like 2 million defense or something to like double digit tank it. And like, I actually had this Carnival Goku survive a super attack from Cell Max, and Goku had not had this up yet. This extra defensive buff. This Goku's ridiculous with his revive. Cooler to me though, I would say Cooler has, of any character in the game, right? His peak performance, I don't think any other character in the game's peak performance is higher. People have brought up STR Super Vegito. STR Super Vegito's peak almost doesn't exist, though. You literally have to use items to do it. Because STR Super Vegito's peak would be him getting like 10 crit counters, but you can't do that against any tough boss. Right? Like, you'd have to have a double Whis up, right, in order for that to work. Even then, I still think a cooler built with crit who's getting additional supers rather than additional normals is probably out-damaging Vegito anyway, right? Like a turn where cooler drops the supernova and then does 5 super attacks afterwards. I don't think any character in the game is matching what cooler does in that turn. And then it's not just that, but if cooler does 4 12-key super attacks, by that point, it's impossible to aim for the 12-key super because cooler's key mechanic is too good, right? 5-key at the start of turn, 5-key right there. You're like not able to get his 12-key on command. So it's like you do the 18-key and then you follow up with 4 12-key super attacks. With 4 12 keys, this guy's defense is just like on a different level, right? This guy can tank a lot of the toughest bosses in the game. Really tight and strong design with this guy. This guy is so powerful that I think he's a single, like Janemba would not have been on this list if it wasn't for cooler. Janemba only gets on this list because of Cooler. With Cooler out, Janemba's performance skyrockets. You could be the biggest hater of Janemba. You know it's true. Janemba generates a lot of power for Cooler from those links. I think Cooler has, again, the strongest peak in the game. I don't think other characters can outperform Cooler if all the RNG and everything goes perfectly for you, right? So, I like him there. Again, Carnival Goku, ridiculous. He has a stack. He guards, which is right here. He's guarding, and he has a revive. So it's just like that as a trio is just so stupid. He's got the strong Super Saiyan Goku link set. He's on a lot of teams. Just a very, very, very powerful character. He, of course, has the new style of Carnival leader skill, which is 200% to a single category. I really like this. Much better than this bullshit that they've been giving Yellow. This is not good. I don't like that at all. 150%? No thanks. No way. So I much prefer what they're doing with this. So this guy's really good. And we get to this character. I mean, I don't have to tell y'all, right? Like, yeah, sorry. I would have loved if Cooler and Carnival Goku were better. They're not. One thing that this unit has, so they stack defense slower than Carnival Goku in that theirs is a 20% stack because it's attack and defense, whereas Goku is stacking 30% because it's just defense. But them stacking attack as well buffs this. Their active skill right here is going to hit a lot harder, right? Because they're stacking attack for it. Cooler also can stack attack, making his active skill hit harder. Goku does not have attack stacking, though. So Goku's active skill, you're not making that hit harder. You know, you get what you get with it. Both Goku and Cooler's active skills can be very powerful, though, with the nullification. Especially when the sort of, like, bug that can happen with that, the unintended result of it nullifying the action of the enemy doing nothing, so it appears as though it doesn't even activate at all. That is going to be fixed, right? So that's always going to be killing the first action a boss does, which is going to be super awesome to see that actually happen, right? So, you know, when that happens, their active skills will be better. But Vegeta and Trunks, they have the all crits for one turn on theirs, right? Which neither Goku or Cooler have. And this is so... I can't describe how busted this is. I can't. The only way... I feel like you have to... Like, I'm not saying this in a way to talk down to anyone or anything like that, but, like, I feel like you have to... when you use this, you could feel the power of it. How ridiculous... It's so crazy. This is like a win button right here. You get this off. They're doing guaranteed crits with this. They're stacking. They're guarding. They literally lead the best team this is the best team in the game that they lead. You know, one reason is because they're the best unit in the game, but this is literally the best category in the game, bond of parent and child, right? So it's like, they have a good link set. They have, like, the best active skill in the game. They're guarding. They stack. They have defense, crit, everything in there. Like, dude, like, I'm sorry, right? Like, there's no way I'm not putting any unit above this character. They're so stupid, right? Like, they're ridiculous. They're beyond belief. Now, here's the thing, right? So I have them 1 to 10. Now, people have asked me to make this list, but in tiers rather than just numbering them 1 to 10. So I did actually do that. People asked for this, but here's the issue with this. I don't feel like there's really much separation for a lot. Like, I was looking at it, it was tough. As good as Vegeta and Trunks are they in a different tier than, like, the gods and the Super Saiyan 4s? I don't think so. Like, they're definitely the best unit, but, like, are they that much better than the rest? Like, I could, I guess, keep them by themselves and move everything down 1. Let me just see real fast how this looks. So, let me just do this and then see. I don't even know if I like this, though, right? Like, I probably don't. I probably don't like to do this. This is, I tried to do my best and get this in order here. I think it would sort of look like this. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I just, I don't think I like that. Do I? It's tough, but like this is why like this is probably a better way to rank characters, but like I'm doing it on a condensed group. So it doesn't like it's just a big bowl together. Like there's not actually like 80 tiers we're going through, right? Yeah, because I don't like that. I think it's much better doing it like this, right? Here, let me just delete this row. So I want this one to be S plus. I'm going to call this one S, and we're going to call this A. And then we'll create a B tier again. Yeah. Yeah. So again, people asked for like do it in sort of tiers, and this is what it would look like. It's just a jumbled mess, right? Like I don't think there's that much separation between a lot of these characters. Maybe you could see like Namek Goku, like would I put Namek Goku in A tier if Kaioken Goku's an S tier? No, I don't think so, right? I feel like as things have gone on, I probably would slide Namek Goku over Full Power Frieza at this point. Even though Cooler came out, Full Power Frieza, it feels very frustrating to me. It's like, Namek Goku doesn't have to hit his 18 keys. Like, Namek Goku has key struggles like Frieza does, but Namek Goku only has to hit 12 key. With Full Power Frieza, if you don't hit his 18 key, like, you're dying because of him. Like, you have to hit his 18 key. And literally all the toughest bosses, Red Zone Cooler, Red Zone Broly, Red Zone Omega, Red Zone Bojack, Red Zone Frieza, Cell Max, all extreme class enemies, which hurts Frieza, right? So, I have no problem putting Namek Goku above him. I mean, you could probably even maybe do this. I don't know. I like this character a lot better than other people. I can see the potential in this character. They just need a team, right? Like, I know it's, just need a team, right? But, like, I mean, hey, man, I was right about Janemba, so suck my balls, man. How about that, all right? So, it's, I guess, something like this if I did tiers. But I feel much more comfortable with this right here. If y'all want me to keep doing the tiers, I can. Again, I don't really take into account too much this. I was just trying to think about it, just throwing them together. I probably like it like that. Who would be next? Probably Cell and then them. I mean, they don't have a team either. I'm not the biggest fan of this character or this character, but it gets tough. I don't know. It's something like that potentially. Do I might have them above Cell. It's tough. I don't know. I'd have to think about these two more. I wasn't like when I made this. You know what I actually think I'd like to do is just take all of these units off anyway. I think, except for them, and maybe them. This. Probably something like I might just leave it like this. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. This is the point of the video. Is this one? Is this. All right. Let me take a quick look. Do I feel comfortable putting this out and getting 80 quotes of people telling me I'm dumb? Let me see. Vegeta and Trunks, Goku, Cooler, 7th Anniversary LRs, Golden Frieza, Fusion Zamasu, Goku Black and Zamasu, Goku and Gohan, Janemba Kaioken. Yeah, I like it. I do. I got no problemo with this. I think this is more than fine right here. You know, with that tier thing I did, I could have had like grade 8 Vegeta in here and stuff like that. I just, because whatever, it does, I don't need to explain it. All that matters is the top 10 right here, right? So let me know what you guys think. Again, I think, I'm not putting them at 1, but I think you could have Cooler at 1, potentially, Goku at 1, potentially. I think it's pretty clear Vegeta and Trunks are 1, but in any given run, right, like, Vegeta and Trunks could tank everything in slot 1, and then the character in slot 3 could die. But if, like, it was Goku instead, you could revive on that turn. Like, Goku doesn't die, but someone else dies, and then Goku saves you. Cooler can do a 60 million attack stat, essentially, between all of his attacks, right? Like, I feel comfortable with this. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to let me know how stupid I am. I'm the dumbest, the worst Dokkan player ever, whatever. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.